Hey, what's cracking, guys? Thanks for joining me, and today I want to talk about what you take when you go traveling on a non-photographic adventure. You go to see family, it involves a plane, you got to keep your weight down. What do you take? Roll the intro.
Just not working. Gosh. Oh, it's so good.
We'll start off with a really small bag. This is a compact bag. It's a little bit of padding. There are interchangeable sections with a lot of Velcro and a lot of pieces that you can move around. I would highly suggest that. However, this you wouldn't throw this around. My other one, you can literally throw it around your stuff safe. I wouldn't throw this around, but it does have some helpful padding here and here, a tiny bit here, and some space on the sleeves. It's cheap, and it's meant to be cheap, because you don't want to buy another camera bag. The problem with camera bags is they're heavy, and you don't want to lug around a big heavy bag before you put any gear in it. So what's in the bag? Here's what I take. I take my Nikon Z6 that comes with an L bracket on it and Peak Design anchor points. I have a strap that lies on top, and this is a 24-70 f4 lens. It's a really good lens. It's nice and small and compact. Extends when you go to shoot, but when it's stored away, it's nice and small. It's not too heavy, and it's a good multi-purpose. So this lives on the camera, and I can use it for a whole variety of things. I'm a landscape photographer primarily, and so when I go away, I want to take landscapes and often astro. So astro means you need a fast lens. You need a 1.8 or a 2.8 or a 1.4. I've got a 2.8. This is a 20mm, which gives me wide enough scope for landscape. It's really light lens, and at f1.8, it's really fast. I then have my nifty 50 that ain't so nifty. It's pretty big. But this is a S series lens that goes on the Nikon Z, and this lens is great for portraits. It's a 1.8 lens, which is fast. It gives a narrow depth of field, so it makes everything look really beautiful and creamy and blurry. I use this for all the people stuff. You know, when you go down, you're with family, with friends, and you're taking lots of people shots. This is my people shot lens. I also have my adapter that makes F-mount lenses work on the Z-mount camera. So this is an F to Z, it weighs practically nothing, and it means these lenses are adaptable to this camera. So highly recommend that if you're going with a Z6. And then what about those moments when you want to zoom in on something? You know, there's not a heap of them, but the kids are playing on the other side of the garden, you want to get that great shot. What do you use then? Well, I have my 70-200. 70-200, this is a 2.8, so it works in low light, gives a beautiful depth of field. You need to use it with the adapter, and it also comes with its own mount. And so I have this mount which I can lock on and put it on my tripod. What? Tripod? You hear me say? Tripod. This is a Manfrotto. I'll put a link in the description to all this stuff so you can actually hunt it down, especially the bag. I just got a lightweight tripod. It has a Manfrotto plate requirement, but when you shoot with the three-legged thing L bracket, you're able to lock that into any Manfrotto tripod. So handy little tip for you there in case you weren't aware of that. But it's small. I've got a case for it, but I don't bring the case. I just chuck it in my bag when I'm traveling. I have one battery in the camera. I have another battery here, and I have a charger. This is the charger that the battery just clips into. Has a USB port hidden around the side. It's so well hidden I can't even find it. And that charges both batteries at the same time if need be. Also have a portable battery that plugs all these devices straight into and charges. It's a power bank, and what helps me with that is this 3-in-1. It's a USB on one, and then it's a USB-C, Lightning, and HDMI Mini, which enables for all those charging issues that you might run into. Finally, I carry a spare card for my camera and a USB drive, because you take photos of people and family and they're like, can we have the photos? You're like, ugh. But if you've got that and a computer, you're good. Finally, Multitool, talked about this before, for all things tripod related. Super helpful. It even opens a beer bottle. Oh. And a lens cloth. And all this all up. Stick all this in there. Weighs about 4.4 kilos. Tripod goes in checked luggage underneath the plane because I don't need to travel with it, and it can get knocked around. This stuff can't get knocked around, so I put my 1.5 kilo laptop on here and duck in under 7 kilos, because no one likes to turn up to the gate and you go, sorry, that bag of valuable stuff, we're going to chuck it in the belly of the plane, we're going to charge you a fortune for it, and you may never see it again. No one wants that. Because of their weight, they're very difficult to take. I have one camera in the battery and one